Hello and welcome, I am Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Polish campaign in Hearts of Iron 4. Yet again, the AI is being a bit passive. I understand we're suffering attrition attacking into the mountains, but come on, it's just Greece or whoever the hell these people are. Take over their territory. They have stuff that I want. Purple has no plan. There was no one else to invade over here, sadly. Turkey's not allowed. We're going to be bordering Iran soon. Can we fabricate on them? No. There's lots of countries that I'm not allowed to justify against, which is rather irritating. I guess is that they're part of the Allies, and I've joined the Allies, and that's blocking us from doing so. So let the game run on speed 4 and see if we can get the Russians to capitulate here. Oh yeah, there's definitely being a little bit more aggressive now. They still do a couple weird things with relocating troops on these distant locations and stuff, but the Soviet Union is not going to last for very much longer. I'll still force a few fights here and there. Just to... after all that, the Soviet Union has decided that the proper course of action is clearly attack Japan. That makes sense. I can see why they'd think that's a good idea. "12 days. That's pretty quick research time. Are you getting close yet? 80%. We'll have to conquer, apparently, a rather sizable amount of land. Because they have a rather sizable amount of land. The game does start to run a little bit slower toward the end. We do have some issues with resistance to occupation. Still. Is the resistance control set to deal with these areas? Most of them, but it's just a bit tedious for my liking. Wow. The amount of factories we're gaining right now is just crazy. We're up to 415 now. Why build civilian factories when you can take all of them from Russia? I almost call it Muscovy. Why not? division training time. Sounds good. Don't slow down. Keep on advancing. Got him on the run. It's just Russian paratroopers for some reason, so pretty sure we can handle that. Now, how is this considered a retreat move? You are not retreating. You were attacking. It didn't make sense. I didn't tell you to retreat. Alright. Grozny. That's worth some value. Maybe we'll be able to piece them out here soon. Go for Grozny. It's worth how many points? 5 whole victory points. What else is worth points? I didn't see anything on the map worth points. It's just provinces. Lots and lots and lots of provinces. Makes me think back to when I was playing the multiplayer campaign, just wondering, like, how did Quill lose as Russia? Like, I want to try playing Russia. They have so much. So much. They just have so much. Feels like they've got a lot going for them, you know? Okay, so somehow we've ended up with an exclave. And 2 divisions are assigned to it, but one of them won't just march into it. It's weird. Poor, poor Russians. Never knew what hit them. Now our front got divided in 2, which means that we should probably create a new command. Be a little bit more clear. Why does it go into the C tiles? Apparently I can't ask for that last province. It's just not allowed. Stop that. Go this way. I want you to cut these guys all off. Kept on doing like weird assist attacks. Okay, so, what do we do after they surrender? I want to do this peace deal. But then, after that, I'm not sure if I want to continue this campaign. I feel like, again, my interest is not in world conquest. At least, not yet. Surviving as Poland was fun. Okay, all these troops should relocate to this front now. Really no good reason for them to not be advancing. At least none that I could think of. It'd be kind of nice if we hadn't had to use the help of the Allies. But the Russians, they scared me into it, you know? That's a big province, isn't it? Wow. Nationalist Spain has capitulated now. And we have more free military factories yet again. I don't even think that we have shortages of anything. We have 85,000 infantry equipment now. I guess maybe we stop trading? Do we have to use the military factories? We don't have to. Could always use more tanks. Okay. Well, without really paying a lot of attention to it, we're automatically doing this. This whole thing has stalled. I think I may have messed it up. By now, I would have expected we would have already won this supposed war against these guys. See if we can get a quick surround on the larger portion of the army. Organization's pretty bad on most of these guys, but you guys can head to Athens. I feel like their numbers should be as good as they are. Oh, there's actually quite a few troops there. Alright, let's focus on killing all this, and then we'll take the rest. Finland and the United Kingdom keep on asking me to join their wars, which of course we're not going to say yes to. We've pretty much done almost every single thing that there is to do in here. $315 divisions. Ooh, it's brutal. Surprisingly, though, the breakthrough value is not very good. River crossing actually somehow exceeding the combat width, probably due to tactics. Maximum attrition present. It seems to me like the attrition really affects your equipment more so than your manpower. When I think of attrition, I usually think of manpower, because that's, you know, the big issue in EU4. You are at 92% of the way towards capitulation. So we may end up running this on speed 5 for just a moment, just to see. Because they are definitely pressing still. Not as fast as I'd like. Might be related to supply or some other nonsense, I don't know. Yeah, what if we just do this? And let them fill in the back line themselves. He's completely confident in his plan. He is, after all, a level 6, almost level 7 Field Marshal, providing some pretty, truly outstanding bonuses. He's learning organization first and charismatic. He's a logistics wizard. Greece just capitulated. Good. I do think that there was one more technology in the infantry tree that I wanted. Yep. Let me guess. Steel? Yeah, okay. So he's capitulated, but there's still quite a bit of land that needs to be kind of taken over. Be nice if he could just give me all of his land. We did research the thing that allows us to do naval invasions, so we can finally take over the rest of Italy and some of this other stuff. That peace deal itself will not end until we go and invade Japan, which I don't really particularly want to do. Well, what if I did just do a single little battle plan? 1 division. Army 2, 3 transports. I mean, it should not take long. This is not a valid province for the invasion? I don't believe you. We prepared for 1 out of the 7 days needed. Yeah, it only takes 7 days. Let's get some air support here if we can. We have no fighters within range. Let's grab an airport. Create a new wing. We actually do have some manpower this time around. Not that much manpower, apparently. Once they get there, we'll get our air superiority in the Eastern Mediterranean Sea. Looking for air superiority. That should maybe allow this to succeed. We'll see. Alright, come on, Russia. Give it up. We're too far away now from the radar. We don't actually know what we're engaging anymore. But we know from experience that it doesn't matter. So, just keep on attacking. Russia! Capitulate, man! Yeah, I think I'm gonna go speed 5 for a moment. We'll just watch this map. You see how passive they're being. It's probably because I'm being lazy with the one big arrow. That, and it is March, which is... It's cold. It's cold here. I think doing more of these types of commands would probably be a good idea. Grab 4 stacks. Just grab like... Grab these 4 and just say go to there. We know that it's going to be 80 combat width. We know that they'll fight well together. We know that our stacks are strong. And then instead of doing all this relocation nonsense, they'll just march. The only thing that could happen that would be really bad would be if we end up getting encircled at all, but I don't think it's going to be a big issue. They've lost 7 million people. I find it odd that the German Reich still exists. And the naval invasion up here that I missed. Nice. Naval invasions are just annoying. Let me take out Italy for good. No, we don't want the special. Yeah, we want the regular, because you are not underneath the command of that thing. Everyone switches over to our template that just kills everything. I feel like that template is very, very strong. It's got the field hospital, support anti-tank, support artillery, engineering company. It's just got a good mixture of stuff. It doesn't have any... We could actually pull 1 infantry in favor of putting in some, like, anti-tank. Anti-tank, anti-air, and then remove 1 of the infantry. Sure, why not? We lose out on almost everything else, but piercing goes up, which, yeah, sure. Seems like a good idea. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Meanwhile, let's take half of you guys and create a battle plan to invade from here to here. Takes 70 days to make that plan, but eventually it should work out. Again, I don't even know what to do with these free motorized. I just want the Soviets to surrender, please. Oh, we're at war with Legionnaire Romania now. Okay, so he joined the war. Interesting. Well, purple had nothing to do, so congrats, purple, this is your job now. How's this invasion going? I just hope nobody else gets flagged as a major, making the war take even longer than it needs to. We've almost advanced to this line, which at the time I thought was like really, really far into their country, and yet apparently, apparently it's not enough. Apparently we need to do even more. Far more prodigious use of arrows, I think, is a good idea. It would make a big difference. Yugoslavia exists. I don't think purple's going to have any issue giving this land. And then, of course, because we're the only one here, if the United States does help, then they are giving the land to us. So that's nice. Apparently we have cavalry here who are participating in the fight. We don't really want to do that, I think. Wow, those guys are actually holding out pretty well. It's possible that it's because we just rapidly relocated over here and just have low organization, but especially these guys that are on the backside over here. Cavalry should probably not be participating in this. But no, we're actually losing these fights. I'm curious about that. If I engage with you, let's just quickly see. What are you? Light tanks. $562 soft attack. Wow. $688 defense. There's some experienced fellas. Get some air domination up on one of these two areas here. We're not doing close air support, we really should. One of the few things that I never really got involved with this campaign was airplanes. We cannot beat them there either. These guys are tough. Alright, I'm not ending this until the Soviets surrender. And also, I want to see how this planning is going. Nuclear bombs. Rocket engines. Support rocket soft artillery attack. I guess we're supposed to be using these things now, huh? This is new technology for me. Haven't got this far into the game yet. Those darn Soviets are so close to surrendering. 99% of the way there. Let's just get this peace conference done. Even though the going is difficult here, we are making slow bits of progress here and there. Looks like what's happening is the AI attacks until it runs out of organization, and then it gives up, and then it tries again. Alright, like, these guys, we should totally be able to take this. Got a lot of defense modifiers. I have a feeling we're going to have a very difficult time actually succeeding in 4 divisions. I have a very hard time actually taking over some of the stuff that's behind the river, is my guess, but... Come on, Russia. It's time for you to surrender. Notice how it's right up against the river where we're having the issues, but we did poke in here. And the Soviets have capitulated. Excellent. Okay, so does that mean we just get all of Poland? Yeah, cool. That was a whole lot easier. That means that we can take our Russian front guy, tell him to go on the Japanese front. And take over Japan. Does this border include all the way over to here? It does, but there are no units assigned to this order. They're all assigned to... what? Looks like it did draw a border across the entirety of all of this. And it's the Treaty of Arumba. Okay, so we have the most points. I guess that means that we get to go first. Soviet Union, take all states. We only have 2,500 points. So there's a way I've read to do these peace deals so that you don't end up having... So it's cheap to take all of the states from here. Apparently. We take all of Xinjiang, and then liberations we don't want to do. What we basically want to do is we want to take all the border stuff. The AI is too stupid to ever take interior territory. So as long as we take all the border provinces... Why does the German Reich have land? That's kind of weird. Well, we're just going to go around and spend as many points as we can, taking the entirety of the border of Russia. That's already covered. Okay, so all that's left is this stuff that's interior. So no one should be interested in taking any of this land. So I guess we try this. We say end turn. And then it's back to us. So turn 2 is in progress. Apparently no one else did anything. United States wants the Soviet Union to see the path to democracy. Okay, and they're gonna liberate Latvia and liberate Lithuania. That's annoying. I'm gonna spend as many points as I can now just taking land. Right now, okay, I have 1,058 and I've got 1,700 some. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong numbers now. I've got to look at this number. Oh, how come I can't go higher than 13 whatever? Okay, well, end turn. It says now that I have 500. This is awfully tedious. And apparently now we're allowed to spend quite a few more. I don't know. I was expecting to only be able to spend 500, but world tension's going to be pretty high for this, apparently. Okay, there's nothing else left, so I think we're done. I don't know. So we took 135 states. Okay, I'm gonna have to see if I understand what happened here. So, the Russian Federation exists. Okay, interesting. This guy exists. We are still in the Allies. We are still at war in this war. And it's just, it looks like just Japan that we need to get to capitulate. And, still at war with legionary Romania. So we come over here and we stage some naval invasions or something. We've gained, quite a few factories. Apparently. We have 50 plus that are not in use. We gained a little tiny bit of manpower. Total population, we've got 36 million core population and 372 million that are non-core population. More than 10 times as many people that don't belong to Poland. So, is this thing still not done? Air superiority may not be good enough. I'm not sure. I think we're still running into an issue where we can't get. No, the UK controls half of it. I don't know. Naval invasions are confusing to me. So it is what it is for now. We beat the Russians. We beat Germany. It showed Germany on the map, which terrified me, but now Germany's gone again, so that's good. Switzerland still exists. The United Kingdom is not very happy with me. Probably because I generated world tension. It's funny. So yeah, clearly we get troops on these borders. They are rushing to do this, and then we push in this direction and continue going from there. For now, though, I'm going to take a break. I'll see you again in the next episode. See you soon.